Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at some more Color Cup battles here, and we're going to be showcasing this one specific team here, which is going to be Swampert, Talonflame, and Shiftry. It was pretty good. So let's see what we have going on here. The highlight of the team. Ooh, it was a tough one. It was between Shiftry and Swampert, but I'm just going to have to say both of them. They did great together here, as well as the Talonflame also. So let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. If you do enjoy my videos like usual, please give it a thumbs up if you do want to support me. It really does go a long way when you do hit that like button. But with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at these battles here. Getting a shield from the Toxapex with the Talonflame. After we hit that Brave Bird, we're going to be bringing in that Swampert, letting that Brine go, no problem at all. As we do resist the poison, we don't have to worry about that quick move. Shielding up the Earthquake, and we haven't used the shield yet. We're going to go ahead and do that right about now. Swampert still holding on to a decent amount of health, looking for a potential catch, no catch. Now we're going to be able to KO this Toxapex. What do they have in the back? And it's a Trevenant, which Shiftry is going to completely wall, being the Dark and Grass type, and we take the win as they do back out. Moving it on to the next battle, leading with the Swampert, and we're met with an Alolan Marowak. Well, that's just a great lead. They're swapping into Toxapex. Now, I had to make a decision here, so I'm going to go ahead and just stay building up to the Earthquake, and they let that go. Are you kidding me? All right, okay, great. So we're going to stay here. We've got to make sure we hold on to that Swampert. We don't want it to actually go down all the way because we want it to be realigned with the Marowak, and they're letting it go, which was quite surprising here. Suspect that they do have a counter to the Swamperts in the back, and it is a Trevenant. There you go. So we're going to go ahead and bring in that Shiftry, and if they try to catch, that's perfectly fine because, well, the Dark is also super effective to that Marowak. Now, they do have Fire Spin, which is going to be super effective to our Grass, so we are going to be able to take a bunch of damage. Can we farm them down? No, it was going to be close. So we're just going to go ahead and throw this just to take them out here. They're going to be using their shield, so we bring in the Swampert just so they can use up their energy. We'll bring in the Talonflame, and that's pretty much a wrap right about here. They're going to back out. We take the win. We're looking good. Let's see if we can win a lead or a... Okay, well, we're winning that lead for sure. All right, so they swap into their Swampert. We're going to go ahead and bring in our Shiftry here, which is going to be pretty much one-shotting them if they let this go. But they're going to be shielding up that first one. Now, I'm also going to be shielding up because, you know, this could be a Sludge Wave, which will technically pretty much KO us. So we're going to go ahead and shield it up, and that, in fact, is what it is. Going to build up to 2 Leaf Blades here, throwing the first one if they wanted to shield it up, and they're going to be bringing back that Typhlosion, which does have Shadow Claw, and we're going to be resisting that, but obviously the Blast Burn is going to be able to KO us. Letting it go, knowing that they're going to be able to survive it, holding on to that last shield, and we're going to easily let this go as well. I could have shielded it up, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and just bring in the Swampert, and they do have a Manting in the back. So this is not the best situation here, obviously, for the Talonflame, but we are still going to be able to threaten it with the Brave Bird. Now, they hit Bubble Bee once, lowered our attack. Super effective going for it again. They do have Wing Attack, which is not super effective, right? Obviously, it's just neutral damage, but they are going to be able to spam here. So we hit the Brave Bird. They shielded up. Now they're going to be able to debuff us by 3 stages at this point. So our Brave Bird is not going to be doing as much. So let's see how much it does. That's horrible. So I immediately swap into our Swampert, building up a little bit of extra energy here so we can spam the Mantane with Hydro Cannon. It's not very effective, but it is still strong, and since you can spam it so fast, it's just so OP. They're going to be able to get to a charge move. Do believe it's going to be Ice Beam. Not enough to take us out here. We're going to be able to take that win. They did pretty good. Almost had a decent comeback there, despite them having the Typhlosion up against my Swampert. Good game. Moving it on to the next one. Swampert up against the Lantern. This is going to be a decent lead as well because of Earthquake. We do resist the Electric, although they can spam the Surf, which is going to be doing a decent amount of damage over time here. Our Talonflame doesn't want to go up against that, so we got to kind of make sure we have alignment. They're swapping into Toxapex. Now, here's the thing about Shiftry. Unfortunately, it's still really not doing too much damage to Toxapex, seeing that it is going to be Barb Poison. And it is a tank, so, and we're taking super effective from the poison jab, so it's kind of a situation you don't want to be in. That is why I'm bringing in the Talonflame to handle that there. Did raise our attack, bringing back the Lantern, and that, I almost threw my phone. I was not able to get off the Brave Bird. I swear the game lagged. You're like, okay, here you go with excuses. No, I promise this thing was lagging. It's at times 2 speed right now, so you can't necessarily tell. But it pissed me off. Anyway, we got to recover the situation here. Bringing in the Shiftry. Still got the Swampert in the back with some health left. Still in the yellow. Using my other shield here. Knowing that these are not very effective. I just kind of want to make sure or maintaining the situation here. So we used our first shield there. We haven't used two. Swap into the Swampert. They have a Trevenant in the back. Okay, so take a look at how OP Swampert is. Okay, so this is a grass type. Hitting them with Hydro Cannon, not very effective with a Mud Shot, with the Hydro Cannon, but we're still able to bring them down into the red. Look at that, and take them out with the Swampert. Are you kidding me? So I'm thinking, okay, are they going to be able to just farm me up here and then take me out? But I still have 2 shields. There's no way. We just got to the Leaf Blade here, so this is perfect. We just got to make sure we tap on it right away, because we will be able to get taken out by a Surf here, and we're able to hit that Leaf Blade and take the win with the Shiftry. Let's get it. Now, I'm enjoying the Color Cup. This team, again, give it a shot here. Order does matter. Leave with a Swampert, put the Talonflame in the back, and Shiftry in the middle. Alright, so what do we got going on here? What are we up against? Is that a Toxapex? Great. So this is going to be rank 1 for the Color Cup. Toxapex, right? Swampert is going to have a great matchup up against it here. So we hit it with Earthquake. We don't need to go for another one. Go for the Hydro Cannon. They let it go. Still in the yellow. Bringing in a Trevenant here is... Oh, man. I should have swapped, to be honest, but I just didn't want to get locked in there with something else. And this is particularly not great. But we do have Shiftry, which is going to be able to resist it. But Shadow Ball is still going to be doing a decent amount of damage. Let's go ahead and see how much that does here. I mean, look, that's how squishy this damn thing is. So they're going to be swapping into a Shadow Zapdos. We're going to go ahead and go for that Leaf Blade, getting a shield from them, as we are going to be able to resist the quick move here. Drillpeck is going to KO us to take out about 4 Shiftries worth of health. Going for another Leaf Blade. Let's see if they let it go. They do so much damage. That's crazy. All right, we can let this go at this point. We're good here. All right, so bringing in the Talonflame to farm them down, and thank goodness they did not get off a charge move. If they did, I don't know if I was going to be able to pull that one off, but we're able to take the win, moving it on to the next battle. Going to be met with a Swampert, so we've got a mirror match here. Now, if you're in this situation, all right, a little bit of advice is, really depends on your IVs for your attack. First of all, whoever's going to be winning that CMP. Also, farming a little extra. Let them throw their first one so you can sneak a quick move through. But here's the thing, once you throw, they're going to probably sneak one through too, so it's almost just like pointless. But anyways, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. We're going to let this go. No problem. Go for it. You've used the shield. I haven't. We bring in the Shiftry, and since they are continuously using that energy, we know that they don't have a Sludge Wave. Or I guess, never mind. I take that back. They go straight Earthquake and do a ton of damage. Not very effective, but almost taking us out. Are you freaking kidding me? Shiftry, hold it down, buddy. Let's see what we can do here. Up against the Toxapex. Super effective with that Poison Jab up against us. And as you can see, Leaf Blade is really not even doing much, despite Shiftry being a hard-hitting Pokemon. Alright, so this is why Talonflame is just so good. Yes, we're going to be in kind of a bad situation here up against this water type, but we threaten so many things with the Brave Bird, but they are brave and let it go. So we're going to have to go for another Flame Charge here, and they shield it up. So now at this point, look at this. They swap into their Trevenant. Look at the damage we've done. That's 2 Incinerates. We've already taken them down to half. We're going to let this go. That was a Seed Bomb. That was way too quick. Going for another Flame Charge here. Let's see what happens. They're going to be letting it... Well, they have no more shield. Okay. And we farmed them down, and we still had a Pokemon in the back. So we're taking that win and moving it on to our next opponent here. Swampert is going to be met with the Marowak. This is a great lead, obviously. What are they going to do here? Bringing in a Walrein. Now, I was just rolling my eyes like, of course they have a Walrein swap. Of course is perfectly going to counter what I have in the back. Of course. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake here. Do a little bit of damage. Again, we want to hold on to the Swampert so we can realign it with the Marowak there. Bringing in the Talonflame, which is going to be doing a decent amount as well because of the fire to the ice. But again, Walrein is part water, so it's not necessarily super effective, but still doing a decent amount. Going for the Flame Charge here, letting it go because they've used one shield, don't want to use all of them up. We're going to go ahead and shield this up. Now we're going to have to hopefully farm them down. There's 1, 2, and they're out of here. Perfect. That's all we really needed to do. We're looking good here. See what they want to bring in. We are charged up and ready to go. They're going to have to shield this. If they don't, I mean, that's cool. We're going to one-shot them. Okay, pretty much one-shot them, farming them down. What's in the back? And we have a Trevenant. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of damage before we do go down. Bring in the Shiftry to handle the situation here. We're looking good. Getting a little nervous. I was like, well, no, we're good. We just need a bait here, right? We're doing so much with our quick move anyways, and they're going to have to shield this up. Yeah, exactly. Getting to the foul play, and we're going to be able to take the win here. And there you have it, folks. Shiftry and Swampert in the Color Cup, putting in that work, as well as Talonflame. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new, turn notifications on, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my
Hey! So you're finally here! Fantastic!
It's out of my hand, but I'm still in control. It's out of my hand. You can never take away the power of my soul.
So compromise where you can. But where you can't, don't. Even if everyone is telling you that something wrong is something right. Even if the whole world is telling you to move. It is your duty to plant yourself like a tree, look them in the eye and say no. You move.